So this is the CAT RP3600 generator. This is right out of the box. Put the oil in it, put a coat of wax on it. Ethanol-free fuel stabilizer in there, about a half a tank. I just fired it in the garage, on the edge, a little loud. I'm going to try it out here. It wasn't actually all that loud compared to most generators in this class. I will say it's because of the muffler system they chose. So look at the front of it. There's an hour meter, a voltage meter, runtime meter, LED. There is a RV 30 amp receptacle here, and two 20 amp duplexes here. Although I'm sure it was made in China, like everything else. I have a lot of faith in that engine, that 212 engine. It's probably the second best engine going at the moment, next to Honda. The Honda 3000 IS is what I use, and I don't think there's anything quieter than that one. There's the muffler system here. It's 3 times the size of others in this class, I can tell you that. There's the fold-up handle. It folds up. Put the pin in it so you can push it around. Threw a coat of wax on it just to keep the sun rays off it a little bit. There's a fuel gauge. I've added a half a tank to it. Fire it up. Fuel on, choke, and on-off switch. I'm 10 feet away, and now I'm going to walk over to about 20. So I'm 20 feet away at this mark. It's bearable, it's not, it's tolerable, it's not cranking loud like a Champion generator or other generators I've heard in this class. It's not too terrible. And at 25, 30 feet away, at 50 feet away, it would be perfect. It's not that big of a deal. It's a lot quieter than I thought it may be. It's actually not bad at all. I expected it to be louder. I'm glad it's not. I did a job for this generator, so I didn't have to dig into my pocket. And I believe they run around $4.59. That's about what they are. I got this from a, where did I get this? Electric Generators Direct. They came in 3 days. And, so, there it is. What isn't made in China these days? But this paid for itself. You know, the first job I did with it. I polish vehicles, cars, restore the color on tractors. I polish it back to new condition, remove scratches, so on, things like that. It runs my DAs, my electric DA, my Makita 9237C polishers. It'll run my shop vac. And I have my Honda 3000 IS generator mounted on a custom cart. And I use it around the house to glue my own vehicles and things like that. I was hoping that this would be a little smaller once I got it in person. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. In a sense, it just cost me a day's labor. Is all it really cost me. So, I do like how they made the the little wheels look like the cat loader wheels. They are non-flat. There's no air in them. No flat tires. But the muffler, see, this muffler here, that's why it's a lot quieter, I think, than the others in its class. So, it's a nice looking generator. I had the standard generator like this type. Years ago I had a Honda. It was a, what was it, 2600 watt. It had the GC model Honda 160 residential model, 2-piece block with timing belt. It was loud as ever. You couldn't even stand it. It was so loud. And the muffler was the standard muffler. But this engine is so much quieter. The parts for this are not a problem for the engine because I know for a fact by looking at this engine, this is a Predator based engine. Everything off a Honda GX200 carburetor, GX160, Predator 212, the air filter for the 212. I'm pretty sure they're interchangeable. And like I said, it's already paid for itself once, first time. So I could care less what happens to it after this. You take good care of them. You keep the oil, you keep good gas in them, number one. And every time you're not going to use it, I just turn the fuel valve off and I let it run dry. And I leave it that way. The fuel has stabilizer in it. Keep the oil clean. Keep the generator clean, air filter clean. There is a spark plug hop up for this, the 212, and I think it's a RP37, if I'm not mistaken. I have it written down inside. I'm going to change that if I feel like it. And that was to, I know a lot of guys who run the Predator engines, they use that plug to, yeah, they don't idle right or whatnot, but this one has no problem, so I might not touch it. I might just leave it. And you have to run, if you can get your hands on ethanol-free fuel, do it. Always use stabilizer. And if you're not going to use it for a month or more, just shut the fuel valve off and let the thing run dry. Let it shut off that way. That's what I do. That way there's nothing in the carburetor.